So here we go again with this DJ Academics thing. I think it's just getting dumb at this point. Social media has definitely been co-opted and taken over by women and feminine, and you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't condone nor do I want or desire to hear conversations like this or seeing kids, spoken to in this way. But let's just keep it 100. I'm a millennial, and we came up during everything when the internet was being beta tested, when you could actually have a real profile and like be yourself on the internet. And now it's just like on some bullshit. It's like pick or choose. Like, nigga, the conversation that Akademiks and the other dude was having with this kid, from what I heard, I didn't hear too much, but it's like, that's a conversation that happens damn near every day. Like, you go into, it's on Twitch, which, kids and adults shouldn't really even be interacting like that, but let's just keep it 100. In video game spaces, it's always been like that. Going on live, I remember times where I just had my mic off, or my mic was on, but I was just, breathing, and it's like 13-year-old kids just hanging around talking about some, you breathe like a nigger. You know what I'm saying? You breathe like a nigger. It's just the weirdest shit. Kids are the most unruly on these websites, and it's not just about them being kids. I've gotten cursed out by a lot of women that just didn't know no better and was uninformed about, once you put a cell phone in a kid's hand, that child is an adult. We got to stop this selective, these kids will say something to you way worse than Akademiks ever said to this kid. It was just, just boys being boys. There comes a certain time in your life where you're just around a group of men and the conversation is advanced. Kids want to be around advanced conversation. Kids are doing advanced things. You know what I'm saying? Being in rooms and in places and playing video games rated M for mature and all kinds. There's so much stuff that happened before this kid could even get into a conversation with Akademiks or be in a room full of grown men talking about, some crazy or weird sexual shit. Like, y'all gotta be 100 about this, man. That's the thing about the internet right now. Like, there's no TiVo, there's no parental guidance, there's none of that bullshit going on nowadays. Like, y'all are sitting around just like what the hell is protecting your kids nowadays? Like I said, once you put a phone in that kid's hand, they are an adult. Even in schools, when we had like little BS computer labs and stuff like that, man, we would find a way to get on MySpace and on Facebook and on all these websites that were banned and blocked by school boards. You understand what I'm saying? So as a kid, you're going to find a way to, whatever, And I'm not even going to lie. And this is what's going on with the world today. I'm going to tell you some real shit with this internet shit, right? And I'm going to give you some game that nobody's talking about. You came here looking for one thing and you're going to get more. That's what happens when you fuck with me, right? Let me tell you some real shit. Kids in the world, to a certain degree, are going dystopian. And the world is eccentrically, if you're going to say technology is going to have this type of control, going dystopian. You know what I'm saying? Now, what I mean by that? What I mean by that is that kids are going to be their own class. Kids are going to be their own class. Whether the future progresses or digresses, kids are going to be their own class just due to the things that they can get their hands on. As a matter of fact, it's been that way for a long time. It's just that they have a scapegoat because it's like, okay, yeah, you under 18. You are, you have access to certain things and, whatnot. But at the end of the day, it's like the kid has like a get out of jail free card because they can, no matter what's said or what's done, they can always say, well, guess what? I'm a kid. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what the hell does that mean? So, I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, I've seen conversations like this take place, There's conversations like this on the internet, A lot of people were talking about the Diddy situation. A lot of people were talking about all these little goofy situations with grooming and stuff like that. And a minute ago, I shared a video that was from a long time ago. And even a minute ago, Lil Wayne tried to get it taken down. I think it was like QD3 or something like that shared this interview, this documentary of Lil Wayne, right? And he was talking about in the studio at the time he had Young Money. He was talking to Little Twist, and he was talking, he's just in the studio as men, just drinking, smoking, bullshitting around. And he said something, and he was asking Twist, "Yo, do you get that? Like, do you understand that?" He was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Yeah, okay. Well, you need to be, you a part of Young Money. Be out here, fucking bitches and shit like that." Yeah, he was young, and yeah, he was at the, engineering console. But Lil Wayne was like, "Yeah, you need to be a part of, effing women and shit like that." And he's like, not because you're, your Little Twist or you're what you call it, you're a star or whatever. He's like, because you're Young Money. You know what I'm saying? So as men, we talk to each other and deal with each other in a way like how your mother would put like an oversized coat on you or an oversized sweater. Sometimes we'll put something on you, and for you to understand what we're talking about or get the the gist of what we're talking about, it's like, yeah, you'll grow into it type shit. So as a young man, I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes you gotta look at the, you gotta be around some players. You gotta look at the, I wouldn't even say the harshness of life, but you'll be around some players, and you'll see a woman walk by, and you'll observe older men, and they'll be looking back. And you're like, well, what are they looking back for? Just out of curiosity. Kids are curious, They're always on record. They're always on, whatever, I'm not gonna say that what Akademiks and what dude was saying to the kid was fine, but the kid's gonna grow up. And it's not going to be a big deal. And it's not even. Kids are some of the most cruelest people on the planet. They are crueler than adults. I'm being 100 with you. So you have a lot of kids that are more advanced than other kids, putting them on to certain things and talking about certain things and doing other things. I remember when I went to middle school, I got made fun of towards like leaving out of middle school, and like, let's say when I got to 9th grade, right? I was still wearing holographic SpongeBob and Yu-Gi-Oh shirts. And I'm like, yeah, man, this SpongeBob shirt cold, Didn't even put it in the washing machine yet, that shit was fresh. This Pikachu shirt, this shit, this shit cold, Niggas was making fun of me, They were like, yo, like, bro, nigga, we're in high school now, nigga. You gotta start wearing Jordans. You gotta start wearing, Abercrombie or whatever the goofy, Black Label, Ed Hardy, all these grown labels and stuff like that. You damn near have to start wearing advanced clothing before you start even really getting into women and understanding women and shit like that. So it's just a part of boyhood. You know what I'm saying? And like, I hate it. The people just want to cancel Akademiks and shit like that. This shit is goofy. This shit is corny. Kids are, I'm a kid, nigga, kids are out here robbing, killing, shooting, destroying people's lives and stuff like that, and getting juvenile life and then getting free as adults and all kinds of stuff, man. It's just a matter of time, So, I really don't give a damn about the situation. I don't think Akademiks is gonna get canceled. Is he gonna get clowned for it? Whatever, niggas been trying to throw him into that pot ever since, the beef with Drake and Kendrick and shit like that. They threw Drake into that pot, and they trying to throw anybody associated with Akademiks and everybody. You know, when you were saying, yo, I actually like Drake, people was like, oh, you support a pedophile? Like, shut your stupid ass up. These people are fucking dumb. Don't be alarmed. You know what I'm saying? There's just some dumb shit. But anyway, let me know what you think down in the comments. It's Player Talk Radio. Hit the like button, subscribe, and make sure you subscribe so you can catch my live streams. If you wanna get jiggy, catch my live streams. All right, it's Player Talk Radio. I am your gracious host, DJ Kuda. Make sure you hit the Cash App. That's $PTV 888. If you want to request a show, that's $PTV 888. We out. Peace.